So yes, ladies and gents, on a very wet, miserable, skanky, horrible, and disgusting Monday. That's just the everyday in my life, to be fair. Welcome to another Monday Fun Day right here on LTV for potentially the last time this year. Not just this month, but for potentially the last time this year. Why is that? I'll tell you now. Um, you might recall last week we spoke to you about the fact that, unfortunately, back in May this year, I may or may not have got myself involved in a little bit of bother, which indirectly led to an unfortunate situation. The unfortunate situation being an arrest. How the fuck is that called? And court date is on Friday. Um, this is really annoying. I had a can of Coke earlier and it hasn't disappeared. No, I drank it. Yeah, so I have got a court date on Friday. Hello, Kieran. Welcome aboard, my friend. It's good to see you along. And if court goes where I expect it to, then guess what, ladies and gents? It also means that we will be going away to prison for a nice little stretch at HMP Peterborough, which I'm really looking forward to. 3 meals a day, free TV, free accommodation, all inclusive. Absolutely fantastic. Brittany, hello to you, my lovely. Welcome along to the show. So, yes, this will potentially be the very last live show of 2024. If by some absolute miracle, though, ladies and gents, we do not go away, we will actually be back on your screens on Friday, the 27th of September, 2024, to let you know what we have been kicked out with, courtesy of the call. Brittany, we are going to Peterborough Magistrates Court at 9 o'clock. Not 9 o'clock. Fuck off. Fuck off. 9 o'clock. Who the fuck's going to court 9 o'clock on a fucking Friday morning? No, Peterborough Magistrate Court on Friday the 27th at 10 o'clock. That's going to be fun. So my car is going to be um, parked with my moderator. Um, yeah, Juicy Popsicle will be looking after my car for the 3 months we're away, hopefully. And yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Luxury, oh, it's gonna be beautiful. 5-star accommodation, plenty of food, 3 meals a day, TV, ensuite bathroom. Oh, it's gonna be lovely. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, will I be the only YouTuber to ever go into prison? I very much doubt it, and I won't be the last either. Good evening to all of you on board. Welcome along. Thanks very much indeed for joining. It's very nice to have you along. Currently, our little standing cameraman Sparko. Literally, look how lazy this is. Look at this. Look. What a lazy cunt. We won't be on very long today either, guys. Unfortunately, we have got to go into pick up. That's like a fucking taxi, don't I? Pick up in about 50 minutes. So we won't be doing an exceptionally long live tonight. But yes, folks. So it is looking highly likely after speaking to my probation officer, my solicitors, etc., etc., my legal team in general. Stop smoking. Listen, football star, you may have a very healthy lifestyle. If I don't smoke, I probably would be going to prison for a lot longer than just 3 months. We're going there for life. I'll end up killing someone. Best way to cure sanity. But if you don't want to see me smoking, we'll just vape. That wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting 3 months, I think. And also, I get to spend Christmas in prison. That's I've been told it's quite nice. So I'll be able to rate what a Christmas dinner in prison tastes like. So if any of you have ever had a Christmas dinner in prison, let me know in the comments what they're like. But so far, hello to Kieran from hello to you, hello to Brittany, and hello to Football Star. Thank you very much indeed for joining us this evening. Very nice to have you along for the ride. But yeah, so what has been going on for the last week? Probably not a lot, since our little Mackie D's, I'll say little, our little Mackie D's challenge, which went horribly, horribly wrong, as you may remember, Mr. Juicy Popsicle uh, um, decided he was going to eat 30 mayo chicken burgers. So we bought 30 mayo chickens for him, 20 double cheeseburgers for me and this guy sat here. And at the same time, we were going to, yeah, we were going to try and mash through all that lot. If you turn on that donation, I'll donate £100 or dollars. To be fair, man, I'm not monetized right now, but thank you very much indeed for doing that. I really appreciate that. And Brittany, you've never been to prison. Of course, you've not been to prison. You're Brittany, bitch. So yeah, bear with me just 2 seconds because I've got a little message coming through elsewhere. Bear with me. Right, okay. Bear with me, guys. Got a lot of behind the scenes legal stuff to still be doing. There we go. So to all of you, very nice to have you along on this Monday fun day. It's not much of a fun day outside and about though. Have you honestly like it's been the shittiest week going, isn't it? Like honest to God. Weather-wise, it's just been awful. Literally been absolutely shite. But hey, it's the UK. But what have you guys all been up to this week? Let me know what you've been doing, what's been crack-a-lacking, and what you have been doing. Like, what's the plans? What's happening? But yeah, like I said, probation, solicitors, etc., are all stating that actually, despite the fact that everything is really full here in the UK, prison-wise, because it was a government building or a government facility or a government-funded facility, should I say? The chance of going along is really, 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 really bad. Literally nothing, got nothing to do. Well, to be fair, if you've got nothing to do, always the option of a little road trip, never an issue. You know, there's always, or go for a walk. Actually, no, fuck that. Who wants to go for a walk in this weather? Or failing that, there's just, yeah, nice little hangouts and stuff to go to. Always something. But it is shit, innit? So it gets to that point in your life where you're just thinking, what am I doing? Why am I even alive these days? You know. I also think sometimes as well, it'd be really, really nice just to have the like stop the world button. You know what I mean? Just pause the world just for like 24 hours, just so you can just jump off, go float around in space for a little bit, and then come back and rejoin Earth again. I'd love that. It'd be so cool. Um, it'd be so cool. It'd be great. I'd just go and float around. You know, go and visit like another planet or like whatever, and then just come back to Earth and just go boo. Jake, hello, I'm great, thank you. How are you? Nice for joining us this evening. Pleasure. Um, yeah, all right. If only that was a possibility, I'd completely agree with you. Peace and happiness as well to you, Jake. Lovely to have you along for today's show. I appreciate you completely. Bear with me, guys. So we've got a lot of behind the scenes legal work I've got to do. It's been a very tense time for myself and my family. For obvious reasons. Obviously, you know, I've still been teaching my sister to drive, etc. So she's now thinking, how am I going to like carry on doing that if you're in prison? Obviously, I've been babysitting for her as well and teaching my best friend to drive, who is probably the best Weatherspoon bellman you could ever hope to have. He's amazing. And also a pretty decent YouTuber himself as well, which is always good. Along with yeah, it's just been mad. And I think that's probably why over the summer I've just literally done like 16,000 miles on my car and just travelled the length and breadth of the country. Did I know this race was coming up? No, but I kind of had a feeling it was going to. Um, yeah, it's just mad. But hey, that's life. As they say, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. It's definitely not to be a warning, unfortunately, because it is a government-funded facility. It does up the ante a lot, and I was on probation for at the time as well for that stupid driving disqualification that I had. Yeah, so because I was on probation, committed an offence whilst being on probation, albeit at the very end of probation. Yeah, it's going to be a lot more than the slap on the wrist, unfortunately, which is really shit, to be fair. But guess what? As they say, that is the way the cookie crumbles. And again, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. It's that simple. Um, but was I expecting prison over Christmas? No. But it also gets me at Halloween, and I can't stand like trick or treaters and that sort of stuff. They do my nothing. So realistically, that's how it is. But I say we've got a plan in place already. My moderator, Juicy Popsicle, is going to be having sole responsibility for my vehicle. Um, so that's all good. Financial stuff has already been taken care of. So you know what? We will part. Do you know what? If I don't go to prison, I know it's going to happen in September. September's been a washout. But I have got to get over to France at some point and do some filming that is coming up in the very near future. Providing my team pull their finger out and actually get the fucking acting together. Um, yeah, it's just mad. But there you go. So what have you guys been doing though this weekend? Have you done anything exciting? Been anywhere nice? Um, what have you guys been doing? Let me know. Um, I'm really excited to find out what you guys been doing. But it is a Monday fun day. It is Monday, the 23rd of September, ladies and gents. Can you believe that already? The 20th. Where has this month? Where's this year going? Honestly, it's been crazy. Um, I literally cannot understand um, like where this year's gone. Like the year started so fucking slowly, and yet out of nowhere, bang! It's been absolutely crazy. I just went out on Saturday. I got way too drunk. Yes, you did. Um, what? Look up your phone. What? Actually, was it Saturday? Was you kind of went out Saturday? This could be the last live, Danny. Yes, because we are facing a nice little 3 month stint in HMP Peterborough. So, Kieran, how were you drunk on Saturday night? Because I swear that was bat night, wasn't it? Were you drunk that night? I can't remember. Um, but yes, so because of that, Danny, we are potentially going to be off the YouTube algorithm for potentially 12 weeks. Um, So unfortunately, here in the UK, we're not allowed to take mobile devices into a prison. So we can't really be doing lives in there. And I don't think my padmate would appreciate it too much either. So as things currently stand, after speaking to my probation officer twice, my solicitor, we are facing 3 month, 3 months inside. It's a 6 month sentence. Do 3 months inside, 3 months out on license, for the fact of criminal damage against a government funded facility. So on Friday, we will be going, or very highly likely, they're going to turn around and like take him down. And I'll then be spending the next 3 months in prison. So I'll avoid Halloween. I'll avoid. Well, we'll probably should get a fireworks night. That'd be quite nice. And then Christmas in prison. So I have to write to Santa and let them know what's going on. Yep, I could be sentenced to 12 months because I have committed an offence whilst being on probation. So technically, I could get 12, do 6. I could get 4 or 8 months, do 4. Um, it's all up to magistrates at the time. I have been told that Peterborough Magistrates Court are incredibly tough people. Yes, I know there's a prison crisis here in the UK where all of our prisons are full, courtesy of Adolf Starmer. But at the same time, you know, government facility, committed an offence, I was on probation for a driving offence, and yeah, it's not looking good, folks. Put it that way. Oh, of course, I'll let you know straight away. Like, obviously, like I said, if I walk out of court on Friday, a free man, yeah, there will be a live Friday night, probably from a pub getting absolutely annihilated. I'm not even gonna lie to you, yeah. I'll get the crew out, and we'll go and have a good time. Hopefully, might actually be able to go back to my house. That'd be cool. So if they take the metal plates off my nice little mansion, I might just go back in there and go, "Yo, I'm back." So yeah, it's all good fun. It's all great fun. Thank you very much indeed, Stanley. I appreciate you. Well, when I say they're full, like there are obviously still a few, as they call them, bed spaces available. It sounds like going to fucking hospital. There's a few beds available. You know, come and jump in. There's a couple of spaces available, obviously for like serious crimes and this sort of stuff. What makes mine more serious is the fact that it was a government-funded facility, um, caught red-handed, quite literally on CCTV, and also I was on probation. Yeah, so although I was on probation for stealing my own car and driving it at the weekend, or my own company car, um, yeah, it's likely that it's going to jump on. Even to this day, like even I was talking to my probation officer today, and even she was like, "Your last charge was ridiculous. Like honestly, you should never have been on probation for like a year for that offence." However, you know, when you drive around in a £60,000 car, crash it, and it's a company car, etc., etc., yeah, they throw the book at you. It's that simple. How am I feeling? Well, how am I feeling about prison, or how am I feeling about court? Feeling about prison, to be fair, be a nice little holiday, nice little all inclusive. You know, in Peterborough, I'm not too au fait with Peterborough. It's a place I don't tend to go to very often. All inclusive, 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, free heating, free electric, um, free TV. Well, 50p a week. Not exactly a lot, is it? You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, so it's cheaper than the TV license. So, you know, I'm obviously I'm dubious. Everyone's always dubious about going to court. But at the same time, again, you know, I broke the law. It's that simple, folks. Crime does not pay. And, you know, the offence was committed back in May. But now in September, I was arrested 2 weeks ago now. Well, 2 weeks ago on 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago on Thursday is when the offence actually, I was actually arrested for it. So, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, there's no ways around it. Uh, you can take your own money in, but it has to be taken in cash. Now, annoyingly, I actually get paid on Friday. Um, And there's absolutely no way that I'm going to go to a cash point before going to court and walk. If I walk into court with like 500 quid of cash, like to take to prison with me, if they then don't give me prison for whatever reason and ask me to pay a fine, if I've got £500 in cash sat there and go, oh, that's to last me through the month, they'll be like, well, you can pay your fine then. And then I'm left with nothing. If you don't have any obvious signs of money, then you can kind of blag it, you know. Oh, I don't get paid till like the 19th or whatever, and buy yourself some time. Um, Obviously, the fine will get paid in one go. That goes without saying. Whether it comes from my credit card or whether it comes from somewhere else, like it will happen. Um, yeah. People can pay it. Like, I'm not money bags, Brittany. Honestly, like, you know, um, I clear. Well, put it this way: I get 3 paydays a month, right? All equaling about £700 between 730, 740, that sort of amount. So 3 times in a month, that sort of cash drops into my account. But then that could be for like voiceover work that we do with Global. It could be like cameos and stuff. It could be to do with like a warm up act for um, a show you've done like 4 months ago. There's always money coming in, but I wouldn't say I'm money bags, unfortunately. Not yet, anyway. There's still time. If I was money bags, believe you me, I would not be driving around in my car. Like, I'd have a much posher, newer, nicer one. Not that there's anything wrong with my car. Well, there is actually. There's a hell of a lot wrong with it, but there we go. But yeah, so that's how it is. So it's only a short, as I say, it's only a short live tonight anyway, because we have got to go and do a pickup in the next 40 minutes. So I'll be cutting this short probably within the next half hour. But even so, guys, you know, like, I also want to apologise as well to my moderator's brother, who, who basically, I sent to sleep, literally, the other day because me and Juicy were out and about with his little brother, and Juicy was asking me questions about aviation. Obviously, a job that's currently on hold. If you watched the live last week, you'll know all about that. Um, so yeah, like, was asking me aviation questions and how you cope with different things, etc., etc., etc. So I was answering his questions. 20 minutes later, I looked in the back and was like, I'll send your brother to sleep. He's clearly bored, which is it was also like 5 in the morning as well, so I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. Yeah, you're right, Danny. Things it's well, shit is very expensive over here. You're not wrong. Like 110% correct on there. But then again, Australia is not that much cheaper. To be fair, Australia is not that much cheaper. Um, but it's a much nicer country. So much nicer country. You know, if I literally didn't have to worry about healthcare, the NHS, and all that kind of malarkey, like, I'd be packing my bags. I've got a suitcase in the boot right now. I'd literally be packing that full and I'll be scurrying straight out to Australia. It's a lovely country. People are so much nicer as well. You know, like, everyone's amazing over there. Absolutely love the Australians. Such lovely people. And they can never do enough for you either. And what I found really, really mad is that I first went out to Australia at the age of 12. Yeah. At 12 years old, like, this little kid kind of like wandering around going, oh my God, this is amazing. Go back to school in the September as well with this Aussie accent, which completely threw all my friends. Yeah. Obviously, being a Londoner anyway, you then go back with an Australian accent. They're kind of like, who the fuck's this kid? Like, what's going on? But yeah, so literally, like, I was mad. Like, you see things from a very different perspective as a kid anyway. And then when I went back in 2017 as an adult, like 2007, sorry, as an adult, like, it was literally just like, this is mad. They don't treat adults any differently to how they treat kids. It's meant. It's honestly, I could talk about Australia for literally every day. Um, it is. You know. Do you know what? You're so right. It's so easy to pick up the Aussie accent. It's amazing. And in my opinion, probably the sexiest accent on the planet, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, there's no two ways about it. The Aussie accent is sexy as fuck. Um, you know, because every time they're talking to you, like, they make every single sentence, regardless of how they're talking, literally makes it sound like a question. Yeah. So because you go up at the end of the sentence, it makes it sound like a question. But then they answer their own questions and they go, "Hey, what's your favorite? What's your favorite pastime sport? Or what's your name, Sheila? Or you got anything cold in the fridge there, mate?" Everything sounds like a question, which is just mental. So what we're doing tonight, we are literally just chillaxing on this little live right now. That's how doing a little pickup pickup of a person, nothing illegal. Been there, done that. Got a t-shirt. Crime don't pay, kids. Yeah, gonna go do a little pickup of a friend from work at about 10 o'clock, and then just chillaxing, my friends. You know, and hoping and praying this fucking rain stops. I'm sick of the rain. Like, honestly, fuck off with the weather. Shit. But yeah, so we may come on and do like a little live again later on. Like I say, there's a couple of like behind the scenes legal things I've got to do tonight as well. So a lot of stuff happening, or a lot of stuff happened over the weekend, and having to then continue this week in preparation for Friday. I have got a cracking legal team behind me, and I think that's why I trust what they're saying. Yeah, because I know I've handpicked them, and obviously I trust their advice. Yeah, I know what they're telling me is true, and at the end of the day, like I'm paying, we're paying for this shit. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I know what they're telling me is correct. They've been handpicked myself anyway. I've been like, right, look, this is the situation. This is the charge. Blah 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 blah. What can you do for me? Not great. Not an ideal situation. Again, it is what it is, and at the end of the day, I can't change it. Yeah, if I could turn back time to a point where this never came about, trust me, guys, I'd be doing things so much more differently. Hello to you, lovely 5 people, for joining us tonight. Thank you so much indeed for joining LTV. I do appreciate all of you. Lovely to have you along for the live stream this evening. Why not me? And saw on the news the other day your weather's mental at the moment, and please do try to come on live. They're enjoyable. Oh, mate, I generally appreciate you. Um, I hope luck is on my side, my friend. Yeah, but do you know what? Me and luck don't really go hand in hand together. Like, I think the last time I was ever lucky was literally at like the age of 7, when like I entered one of them. Like, you go to them little fake things, yeah, when you're a kid, don't you? And literally, oh fuck's sake, and literally, like, there was a guess the name of the teddy bear like competition. So I call it lucky. Yeah. Bizarrely enough, I didn't get a phone call that evening going, "Yo, you've won." I'm like, "Ah, I won it!" I was gassed. I was like, "I just won a teddy bear." My mum and dad were pissed off. They were like, "You're 7 years old. Why do you want a teddy bear?" And I'm like, "I'm 7 years old. Of course, I want a teddy bear." But yeah, it's just absolutely mad. Um, I mean, if it is, put it this way, if it is the last live, right? Literally, it will be the last live by myself for 2024, because we won't get out of prison. If we get sent down on the 27th of September, if it is a 3-month sentence, we will not be out until the 27th of December. So again, it'll be the last one probably of the year. We obviously, yeah, it'll be so this would be the last Monday fun day of the year. But obviously, when we come out in December, first thing we're gonna do, jump on a live stream to you guys, um, and yeah, just basically talk about the stuff that happened whilst we're inside. Which, to be fair, is probably not a lot. It'll probably just be the same shit, different day, and sitting in a fucking pad, twitching your ass, you know, making sure you don't get beat up by people. Um, that's legit the long and short of it, to be honest. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be excessively exciting. You know, it might be quite a nice little relaxing break. It could be quite nice. Um, and certain people will get sent like VOs and that sort of stuff. So I'm hoping that people in the outside world will still come and say hello. Um, although, do you know what? If it's anything like, you know, visiting apparently is quite hard in prison. Like, you get to see your friends and family for like an hour or two, but then like they go, you know. Um, it would be a nice little inside documentary, but unfortunately, you can't do any filming inside prison. We're literally not allowed to take anything like electrical. I mean, I've been trying to smuggle this little bad boy in. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad little camera, right? The big one, Juicy Popsicle has. So he'll be keeping a nice look after that one. But in preparation for our little stint in prison, Juicy Popsicle has been made manager of this channel. That should be working. And in theory, this is the joys of battery powered shit. So do you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna cut this short now. We are gonna go pick up our friend, and then we'll be back later on. At which point I can charge my phone more, I can charge this more, and we'll be back for a part two of the Monday Fun Day at 11:25 this evening. Make sure you stay tuned. I'll see all of you guys later. From me to you, have a wicked evening, and remember, LTV, miss it, miss out.